Well, hello, Mark Smith here, the medals consultant at Baldwins, and here we are in Baldwin shop in the Strand in London. Today I'm going to look at a very, very small little badge, but a very hard-won badge. This little thing here is known as the Silver War Badge. It's sometimes referred to as the Wound Badge, but it wasn't. It genuinely was called the Silver War Badge. And what this was for was to be given to soldiers, sailors, airmen, and the nurses who had served during the First World War, but whilst the First World War was still taking place, had been discharged from the Army, the Navy, or the Air Force. Therefore, they now turned up again in Civvy Street, but wearing civilian clothes. And one of the problems with this is that there was a huge drive to get young men to sign up and go out and fight. And one of the real sort of problems of this is that ladies would come up to guys in the street who were wearing civilian clothes and present them with a white feather, the white feather representing a coward. And if you'd been out in France for a year or even a month, you had been through the horrors of the First World War, you may have been wounded or indeed you may have become sick, but you couldn't fight anymore. You couldn't be a soldier anymore. The actual regulation says no longer physically fit for military service. And this put them back in civvy life. So what happened was in 1916 is that these guys and girls who were returning from the First World War were issued with this little badge, the Silver War Badge. Along the bottom it says, "For services rendered." And you wore this on your civilian clothes, and this then told people that you weren't, in their words, a shirker, but what you were was someone who had actually already been and returned. Now, you were either wounded or sick. The badge itself has a number on the back, not a service number. It is the Silver War Badge roll number. These are held at the National Archives at Kew Gardens, and you can get them on some of the genealogy sites that you can get on the internet. And what you need to do is you need to check this number against the Silver War Badge roll. And this, once you find the number, then gives you the name of the man or woman whose badge you hold. So this particular one has a number on the back, which relates to a guy called William Tollerton. It then gives you his service number, which is different from the number on the back. But now you have his service number, you can go to the medal index cards and you can find out who William Tollerton was and what regiment he was in. So from the Silver War Badge with the number on the back of 15231, we can find William Tollerton as 642827. Here is his medal index card, and we can see that William Tollerton was a private in the Royal Irish Rifles. But from the War Badge roll, we can determine whether he was discharged sick or wounded. And in this case, William was discharged as a wounded soldier. So a really hard-won badge for William Tollerton. Who knows what those wounds were? Who knows how long the effects lasted for? Probably for all of his life. But he was issued this badge to prove to those people who saw him in the street that he had done his bit.